Episode 5: A Life Reimagined. In the quiet solitude of his home study, illumined by the soft glow of the desk lamp, Alex sat back. The final words of his obituary etched onto the page before him. This document, which began as a daunting assignment thrust upon him by Queen Bringer of Good Hope, had transformed over hours of deep reflection into something far more significant. The process, though initially unsettling, had peeled back layers of his existence, revealing not just the milestones of his career, but the essence of who he truly was and aspired to be. Here is what Alex wrote. The obituary of Alex Mercer. Alex Mercer, a visionary leader, cherished father, and committed community advocate, passed away at the age of 82, leaving behind a legacy of profound impact and inspirational leadership. Born in Dallas, Texas, Alex grew up with an innate curiosity and drive that propelled him into the world of business, where he became known for his innovative strategies and unwavering integrity. Under his leadership, Mercer, Inc. not only achieved remarkable growth, but also set new standards for corporate responsibility and environmental sustainability. Beyond his professional achievements, Alex was deeply committed to his family, who remember him as a loving and supportive presence, always ready to share in both the joys and challenges. His friendships were marked by loyalty and generosity, and he was revered for his ability to inspire those around him to strive for more. Alex was also a passionate advocate for education and environmental conservation, believing strongly in the power of education to transform lives and in our responsibility to protect the planet for future generations. He dedicated much of his time and resources to various initiatives aimed at expanding access to quality education and promoting sustainable practices. His final years were devoted to mentoring young entrepreneurs and volunteering with several nonprofits, efforts that were fueled by his desire to give back to the community that had supported his own journey. Alex's life was a testament to the belief that one's existence should not be measured by the wealth they accumulate, but by the impact they have on the world and the people around them. He leaves behind a legacy that will inspire others to live with purpose and act with heart. In lieu of flowers, the family requests that donations be made to Children with Purpose, an organization close to Alex's heart, dedicated to empowering future visionaries. Reflecting on his legacy, Alex sat in the quiet solitude of his study. The last words of his obituary now penned onto the page before him. This assignment, initiated by Queen Bringer of Good Hope, had started as a formidable task, but had evolved into a profound declaration of his life's purpose and values. With the document completed, he leaned back in his chair, feeling a weight lift off his shoulders, replaced by a sense of clarity and resolve. He stood up, stretched, and walked over to the kitchen to pour himself a cup of coffee, savoring the rich aroma and the peaceful start to the day. With each sip, he felt more revitalized, the task he had dreaded now giving him a renewed sense of well-being. After finishing his coffee, Alex took a refreshing shower, letting the warm water wash over him, further cementing the feeling of starting anew. Driving to work, Alex's mind continued to turn over the contents of what he had written. He reflected on how the obituary was not just a farewell, but a vivid reminder of the responsibilities he carried every day. It served as a powerful motivator, a written promise to himself and the world to live fully and meaningfully for whatever time he had left. The drive seemed quicker than usual, his thoughts deeply engaged with his newfound commitments. As he parked his car and walked into the office, he felt a surge of determination. Knowing himself as a perfectionist, he had set a personal deadline to submit his assignment to Queen first thing in the morning. He didn't want to simply meet the deadline. He wanted to start his day with a significant accomplishment under his belt. As Alex leaned back, a sense of pride swelling within him for having met the challenge set by Queen Bringer of Good Hope, he watched his email with a bit of anticipation. He felt a tangible relief, believing he had crossed a significant threshold in his personal development. Sorry, but I can't accept this document as it is not complete. Queen's email was gentle yet firm, urging Alex to delve deeper. I appreciate the effort and thought you put into this draft, she wrote. However, this version reads like a summary that anyone could write. For your purpose, we need something more profound, something soul-stirring. I want you to draft a second version, one that is for your eyes only. She referenced back to the sections of the assignment that dealt with Alex's personal challenges, his fears, injustices, betrayals, and how he overcame these obstacles. Queen emphasized that she was looking for a soulful obituary, one that captured his true hero's journey, not just the polished surface suitable for public consumption. Your first draft told me what you achieved, but now I want to know how you lived, truly lived. Queen continued. Share the pain, the power derived from that pain, and the life's lessons that have shaped you. Be vulnerable with yourself, perhaps even if it's for the first time. This is not just an exercise, it's a catharsis. She explained that while most obituaries are drafted as an afterthought, this one should be a deep reflection of his innermost journey. dig deep into your soul, Alex. Draw out your soul's purpose and articulate how you achieved it. This document should inspire future visionaries by showcasing your ability to live out your soul's purpose while leaving a lasting legacy. Queen's request resonated deeply with Alex, serving as a profound invitation to not only revisit his life's narrative, but to delve into its most intimate and defining moments. This wasn't merely an exercise in recounting past events. It was an exploration of the underlying currents that shaped those events, the motivations, the emotional landscapes, and the pivotal decisions that determined his path. It was about exposing the raw, unvarnished truths that had defined his character and his life's work. Her call for introspection and honesty required Alex to peel back the layers of his persona, often maintained for the comfort of public perception. This meant acknowledging not just his successes, but the struggles that accompanied them. Not just the moments of triumph, but also the instances of doubt and despair. Queen was asking Alex to articulate the essence of his being, the core principles and pivotal experiences that had sculpted his worldview and his self-identity. This task, daunting in its scope, was about forging a narrative that encapsulated the essence of who Alex truly was, beyond the roles he played in his public and private lives. This deeper reflection was intended to capture the spirit of a man who had navigated both triumph and tribulations, who had learned from each betrayal and each accolade, and who had emerged with a clearer understanding of his own values and visions. It was about crafting a story that could serve as a beacon to others, illustrating not just a life well lived, but a life lived with intention, resilience, and authenticity. By confronting these elements, Alex was not only fulfilling Queen's request, but was also engaging in a transformative journey of self-discovery. This process was designed to bring him face to face with his fundamental beliefs, his most impactful experiences, and his deepest insights. Elements that would inform the legacy he inspired to leave behind. It was a journey into the heart of his own narrative, one that required courage, sincerity, and a willingness to encounter his own soul with openness and acceptance. Feeling both daunted and inspired by Queen's feedback, Alex understood that this was not merely an additional task. It was an opportunity to explore and express the deepest parts of him. He realized that to fulfill Queen's request, he would need to isolate himself from his routine distractions and dedicate substantial time and emotional energy to this endeavor. A personal retreat in the woods. Alex had just begun to organize his thoughts for the weekend retreat when his computer signaled the arrival of another email from Queen. With a mixture of anticipation and apprehension, he clicked open the message, his eyes quickly scanning the contents. Alex, I realize that this might be the first time you've embarked on an inner journey. Queen's message began, her words resonating with empathy and encouragement. I honor you for your courage and willingness to journey within. To support you in this endeavor, I would like to assist you with more soul-aligned truths and questions that will help open your mind and your soul's journey. In the email, Queen had attached a document filled with carefully crafted questions designed to probe deeper into Alex's psyche. These questions were intended to guide him in reflecting on aspects of his life that were often overlooked or suppressed, encouraging him to engage with his experiences more fully and openly. Additionally, Queen included a link to a selection of mystical music. This music is chosen to help you relax and set the mood for deep reflection, her email explained. It's designed to help you access the most sacred parts of your soul. I hope you enjoy the experience and find it enriching. She concluded her message with a reminder and a note of encouragement. Remember, tomorrow we have our first mindfulness mentoring session, where we'll explore your fears related to death and non-existence. This might also open up some more insights for you. You've got this, Alex. I believe in you, and I'm here for you. Feeling bolstered by Queen's words and the resources she provided, Alex felt a renewed commitment to his weekend of self-exploration. He downloaded the music, printed the documents of questions, and gathered his writing materials. However, as he planned to start his retreat that evening, a crucial step remained: informing his wife about the sudden change in plans. Sitting in his office, Alex was keenly aware of the difficult conversation that lay ahead. His wife had meticulously organized a weekend full of cherished activities: a dinner at their favorite steakhouse, a birthday party their children had to attend, and a family dinner with relatives they hadn't seen for some time. Each event was planned with love and the anticipation of shared joy, making his impending announcement all the more difficult. Knowing that his decisions would disappoint his family was a bitter pill to swallow. Directly confronting one of his deepest fears, failing to fulfill his role as a devoted husband and father. The weight of this responsibility pressed heavily upon him. Yet Alex understood that the retreat was crucial, not just for his personal growth, but as a necessary step to face his deeper, more daunting fears. With a heavy heart, Alex picked up the phone to call his wife. The conversation was difficult, rightfully so. Her initial reaction was one of surprise and disappointment. However, as he explained his need for this retreat, emphasizing how essential it was for his mental and emotional health, her tone shifted from confusion to support. She understood the magnitude of his struggles, and despite her own feelings, encouraged him to take this time for himself. Stay tuned for the unfolding of Alex's journey in episode 6, Into the Woods, as he steps into a weekend of profound solitude that promises not only self-discovery, but also the transformation of his very being. What truths will the silence of the woods reveal? And how will they reshape the man who returns to the world?